which ones are in the back.
It's like in the back where you can't see it. It's just like,
I'm never gonna look for that one. So
welcome to the Three-Way Podcast Show.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Three-Way Podcast. I'm Elias, it's M, JP, and Los. So this is the last episode of the year.
Woo!
This is coming out, day before? Day after?
this is coming.
No,
out,
it's coming out the 31st.
Yeah, the 31st. Yeah, the day
It's
of.
the day of. The last day.
the last
New
day
Year's
of
Eve.
2018.
What's up everybody, New Year's Eve, you know, hey.
Get lit, get lit.
All time.
So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So let's start with pop culture today.
Pop.
Lion King live action movie will not be shot for shot.
Yes.
So I thought it was going to be shot for shot
Nay.
because the Beauty and the Beast was, and what was the other one?
Jungle Book.
The
But Jungle
Jungle
Book was
Book.
not shot for shot, though.
No?
Yeah.
Nah,
I never
everybody
saw that
acts
one.
like it was shot for shot. I'm old. I remember seeing the first one. It wasn't shot for shot.
I'm glad Lion King's not gonna be shot for shot. It'll change it up a little bit.
I mean,
But you know, keep the
I
essence of
guess
the.
they're not even gonna have that much
What all do you
singing in
think they're
it.
going to change?
They're not
I
gonna
mean, I
have,
didn't see that. I looked up some articles. I didn't see anything
Mufasa
about
won't die this time?
less singing.
from what
I bet
I
his
what
death
I
is gonna
read,
be
there
Nah,
was
he
gonna
has
be a lot
to
of
die.
singing.
He has to
Yeah,
die.
he has to
I
die.
bet his death is going to be brutal because I feel like this is going to be
man.
like a dark, like
Yeah,
a
this is
dark
DC version of the-
DC
of
version
Marvel's-
of Lion King.
I don't really think it's gonna
yeah.
be DC. I just think it's Disney doing their own thing, like they have been doing these past. They're just going back to classics
gonna be
and,
dark.
Just, and just remaking them.
'Cause they-
Because Jungle Book wasn't dark. It really wasn't.
I thought Jungle Book was good.
Jungle Book was okay. What other movie was it? Beauty and the Beast to me wasn't that dark. I thought it was kind of cheesy as fuck.
I mean, it was shot for shot. It was just everything live action.
Yeah, that Beauty and the Beast was shot for shot.
Yeah.
And that's what I
That's
think
why I
That
sucks
was
about
dark.
thing.
That was darker though. It had more of a darker theme.
Mm.
Beauty and the Beast. I've watched it like 10,000 times.
We'll
I love Beauty and the
we'll
Beast.
take your opinion.
They need to make
and,
The Little Mermaid.
That's
That's my favorite Disney
yeah.
movie.
I was just gonna say,
I'll take Little Mermaid.
it's just
100%.
Disney being Disney. I expect agendas to be pushed in this movie, like because it's a big movie. It's gonna be a worldwide movie, so that's the reason why I'm like not really looking forward to it. They're gonna bust out with their own shit like they always do. There's gonna be a new gay character. There's gonna be like a new this, new that. It's just like ugh. So typical Disney. I'm not really.
JP
looking
doesn't
forward
like
to
change.
Yeah, he doesn't like
No,
change.
I like things the way they originally are. Like
You don't
Like-
like change.
I do like change, but it has to be right change, not push change. It has to be people wanting to change on their own, not someone pushing them to change. So that's my opinion.
But you don't
Interesting.
want to change, so it's never going to change.
You don't ever want to change.
I think if it's a saying called "if it's good, leave it alone."
Anyways, also, staying on movies, the Us trailer from, what's the name? Some Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Jordan
Jordan
Peele.
Peele.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele, second movie, Us trailer released. What'd you guys think?
Oh, it was creepy. I thought it was really creepy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
tripped
was
out
creepy.
so hard. I feel like it's gonna be one of those movies like in the end where it's like you know the
Yeah,
like
that
the
was pretty
open-ended
cool.
movies where it's like I feel like in the end you're not gonna be able to tell who is who.
Yeah.
Like Inception?
Yeah, kind of like Inception.
Like
You're like,
Inception.
oh my god, which one is the us, and then which one is the original family? Like I feel like it's gonna
Okay.
be like that.
It looked pretty cool. I liked it. It's different. Something we haven't seen before. And Jordan Peele has, proven himself to tell enthralling stories from a pretty cool
he won an Oscar
perspective.
for that first one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, right now he's hot. He's one of the up and coming directors. Everything that he's putting out, everybody wants to see what's next, and
Yeah.
this looks interesting.
I thought it was pretty cool. I'm not really into horror movies, so I didn't even see the first one of his. I do understand a lot of people liked it.
It wasn't really horror, but it was
Yeah,
more like
Elias
suspense.
was telling me it was like suspense and thriller.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I'm not really like.
And I think
It's not
this-
because
this
it
will
doesn't
be
look
the same.
good. I just man, I ain't got time for that scary shit. So,
No, but I think this
And
looks
it looks-
scarier.
it looks scary.
I think this looks scarier than Get Out, but
He's
I still think it's a suspense
I just-
thriller.
This one doesn't seem very scary, like scary. It seems more like a thriller,
Man,
honestly.
there was that
me.
one part where she's like, what did she say?
she's like,
She
what-
said, "Be careful," or like, "Watch out."
And she
for
starts
us,"
like-
and she starts like doing that creepy laugh.
Oh
at
my
the end.
god! I was
That
like, okay,
little girl
that's
looked-
creepy.
It looks so
that
good
little girl
though. It
looked
looks
creepy
so
when she
good.
had that smile. Creepy ass little kid. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who like that stuff, they're gonna go out and watch it and see it. It looks interesting, and I guess because this is like, I think with him, I've never really seen a lot of like black actors being like horror movies.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple like one.
I've seen them. They always die first.
Yeah,
exactly.
So this one is like
true.
all
This
black.
one
was
is
the
just like the
stereotype
entire
for, like,
cast.
Yeah, for the longest time.
So, so I don't really think it's a stereotype. It's just, it is what it is. But I mean,
That was a bit
so
racist.
I mean,
Awkward.
yeah. So
I think
I think it's interesting to see like an all black cast because that's really all it is. It's an all black. There is some white actors on there. But yeah, Jordan Peele is known for his very first movie. I don't even know the name of it. What's his name?
Get Out.
Get Out, and then this
Get the
one.
hell up.
He's going for horror because he came out in an interview. I was watching an interview that he did with that little Chinese guy from MyTV. What's his name?
I know he's talking about.
He's a sorry, dude. You're a crappy comedian, Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
But people like you. Yeah, he was having an interview and he was talking about how he wanted to be in the horror genre. Like that's his favorite genre.
Well, at least he's doing a better job than Rob Zombie is. Well,
Man,
was.
he's doing a better job than anybody because in a long, long time. Because scary movies.
Yeah, but his background is comedy though.
Yeah,
what I'm
which
saying.
is trippy. So yeah.
I think that the movie. I'm sorry. Like one last thing. I think that it has some kind of underlying message. I don't want to speak ahead, but us and they're fighting themselves. Like kind of just putting out the message out there to the community. Like our worst enemies are ourselves. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, obviously.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a message? Why can't it just be a
Because
message?
Get Out had an underlying message.
There are like YouTube videos though that saying like there's theories on
Yeah,
what
and that's the
movie
best
is
thing
supposed to be
about Get Out was that he doesn't
we're
really
gonna get into
say
that
what the
a little bit,
underlying message is.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's like all these fan theories of what the underlying message is.
That
He just leaves it up to the
foreshadowing,
audience, kind
There
of
was
like.
a class that I don't know if it was at Harvard or whatever. Like they did like this whole thing where like they were breaking down the movie, and he showed up and he was like, "It's just a movie." Like so, y'all motherfuckers are the ones doing that shit.
That's probably
So,
true.
I mean,
And also, well, it's not really a movie that came out in theaters, but so several movies were released on Netflix, and one of them
Netflix is
that
on fire
everybody
right now.
has not stopped asking, "Have you seen Bird Box? Have you seen Bird Box? Have you seen Bird Box?
Bird
Hey, have you seen Bird Box?
fucking
Man, Bird
Box.
we
Box.
should have worn
Have you seen Bird
blindfolds.
Box? Yeah. Oh my God, we should have worn blindfolds.
We should have worn
yeah,
blindfolds.
God damn,
Fucking
dude.
hilarious.
Quintessential way to experience Bird Box. Put on a
shout out to
do it.
Sandra Bullock
We'll do it next
because
time.
every time I think Sandra Bullock's career is over, she
Yeah.
always pops up with something.
True story.
So she has like 2 or 3 movies in Netflix right now. So she's like a Netflix star now. She has like 2 or 3 movies that came out.
She
not just Bird Box. There's like other movies that she has.
No,
on there.
but you didn't watch it, right?
No,
you're not big on horror.
No, it's not horror.
It's not really horror.
It's
I don't really like Sandra Bullock movies.
What?
I don't
You
think-
just complimented her and you just put her down.
No, I'm complimenting her because she stays relevant. I don't think she's a great actor.
Okay.
I don't think she's a great actor.
I
at
think
all.
she's really good.
But she's one. Every time I see her, I see that stupid ass movie Miss Congeniality that my sisters used to watch over and over again, and I just look at her face.
A
I'm
lot
like,
of girls like
"Ugh."
that movie.
Yeah.
But man, Bird Box really good. It's
You saw it.
yes, it's
saw
really
it.
good. It kind of takes
It's not apocalyptic.
yeah
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna spoil it but man,
Nah, spoil
you
it.
should watch
Everybody's
it.
spoiling it.
No, you should
Everybody's
watch
spoiling
it.
it
No,
on
there are just a lot of
Oh,
memes.
but I haven't seen it
she
yet.
has-
No, there's just a lot of memes, but
Yeah.
it's funny. And once you watch the movie,
I
the
like
memes
the
are
one
even
where
more funny.
She's
Yeah.
Like blindfolded. Is like, am I in a Febreze commercial?
Febreze commercial.
It's really good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was
I watched
okay.
the first 15 minutes of it. So.
It's good. It's
I didn't like the ending. I thought it was stupid.
Well, everybody
liked
doesn't like the ending.
I liked
The
it.
ending is so like.
I liked
it's
it.
It's
just-
anticlimactic.
Oh, did you know it's a book?
Yeah,
So
it's a book.
it's one of those
Yeah.
movies where you start getting into it and then the ending sucks. You're like,
But
this movie's
what I-
trash.
No,
What
the
will
only reason
say
why is
is
because you don't see like.
They leave things vague.
Yeah,
There's not a
very,
like
very, very,
definitive.
very-
Yeah, actually, there's
Yeah.
some stuff that happens in the movie they never explain.
Yeah,
afterwards.
they don't
like there's
explain
no
a lot.
backstory
There's
or
no-
Yeah,
anything.
they
Maybe
don't
they're gonna
explain
do
a
a
lot.
part 2 or something.
And that's what I'm thinking. I mean, with the success of
there's
what I
only one
saw
book,
is
right?
in the first week, Bird Box has had 45 million views.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Netflix. Work hard. Like everybody's been
45
talking
million.
all that shit.
45 million.
Everybody's talking all that shit about Netflix, and
Yeah.
Netflix over
Charge
here
me
busting
more
out with
money.
45
Nah,
mil.
don't charge no more money, dog.
45 mil. That's crazy. So
Netflix, dog. The
But
power.
yeah,
Netflix.
what do you think about?
No, yeah, I didn't like that they left like, a lot of stuff like hanging, like you don't know what happened to these other peoples, and then the ending was like really, that's it, that's the ending right there.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
like I said, I think they left it vague because with the hype this movie's had, there has to be a Bird Box 2. Like a complete ending to the whole thing. Like
more
I'm not gonna say
backstory?
anymore, but y'all need to watch this movie. It's pretty cool.
In the trailer, she looks
and
really old.
really good acting. Really good
She's
acting.
like 54, I think.
There's
She's 54?
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was older than that.
She's
No,
like
really
54.
good acting. I love her in this movie. I get, and my wife, who doesn't really, she's not a big movie watcher, a movie buff, but when I asked her to watch this movie with me, and within the first 15, 20 minutes, she's like, yeah, we got to finish this. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
you know,
when I was
like
watching it.
you want to know.
If you fell asleep in while watching the movie, it means
I didn't fall
And that's the
asleep
thing.
while
No,
watching
what
it.
was you gonna say?
Huh? I want to watch it. Like I didn't get to finish it because I was supposed to watch it with somebody, but they ended up watching it without me.
Damn!
So I was like, all right, that's cool. Because I watched the first 15 minutes, and then I was like, okay, let me just stop it because it was getting really good, and I should have just kept watching it, but you know.
The three-way podcast is becoming a sort of a therapeutic session for a
real.
certain
For him.
for him.
venting.
Also on Netflix. So the Black Mirror movie came out. Bandersnatch.
Who watched that?
I tried watching it.
I tried watching it too.
But all those
Tried?
choices.
Yeah, click.
Click,
You wanna,
click.
Oh, it's
you
like
have
a
like
video
two.
game.
Yeah, like you have to click on
It's
your
an
choice.
interactive movie.
Oh, that's annoying.
And the movie has like 5 possible endings.
Cool.
And, and the memes are so funny, man. The internet.
Oh, there's
Goddamn it.
memes already? on
Yeah,
it?
they're like the first question. Well, the first like choice you have to make is like the most like hardest like question you have to answer. Like, what kind of cereal do you want? And you're just like,
That's literally me at the store.
if I pick this one, does he die? If I pick this one, does he live? Fuck! Like, I don't know what to do.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's me. Like with cereal, that's like I take 30 minutes. on that
Yeah,
aisle.
and my wife is
But-
totally not about cereal. She's like, I don't know how you like that. I'm like, what? Cereal is some of the best shit.
I have
you can eat it in
moments.
the morning. You can eat it at night.
I
you
have
can
my
eat it-
mains. I have like my Cocoa Pebbles, my Fruity Pebbles. I have my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have my Lucky Charms. Then I have my.
Okay,
Hey,
on to cereal talk now.
God
Yeah,
damn.
cereal
I
talk.
go
Anyways,
all day
all
cereal.
right.
No,
So
we're talking about cereal.
there's a lot of
Welcome to the Hump
choices.
Day Show. We talking about cereal
Man,
today.
I want some cereal now with some milk.
Right now.
And 2% milk. 'Cause it tastes
Anyways,
better.
almond milk for me. So anyways,
Ugh.
so
Almond milk.
this movie has like choices and the possible endings, but honestly, so far from what I've seen, like I didn't watch the whole thing. Like I watched like maybe 30
It's
minutes.
long.
I watched maybe 30 minutes of the actual movie, but it took me an hour to
And
watch
this is
that.
pretty good acting too.
It took me an hour
Yeah.
just to watch that because I kept choosing the wrong thing. And like,
What makes it wrong, though?
I
So
don't
it
know.
ends and it takes you
it
back.
It takes you back.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. What's the fun?
So then you have to re-choose.
Oh my god. That's so lame.
annoying.
Yeah.
It's like a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
like
Well,
Until
the-
Dawn.
like a-
Well, it's
Yeah, like
the
until-
movie is storied around a video game.
A video
that's
game.
choices.
Oh, so like Detroit Become Human, Until Dawn. Like
Yeah,
all
but the
those
thing
kinds
about
of
those
movies.
games, you make a decision
And
and,
you
it keeps
continue.
going.
Yeah, it
But
just keeps
no,
going.
with
With
This one
this,
just
it takes
repeats.
you back. Like
This
what
is
the
more
hell?
old school in terms of like, oh, you made the wrong choice, so you have to go back and re-choose. But that's what I'm saying. That's the other thing I was gonna say is that you're making these choices, but the choices don't really matter if you're making the wrong ones.
Maybe this is just experimental for the next one.
Yeah,
Probably. But I mean, it is interesting. But you might have to sit down and like give yourself some time. It's like playing a video game.
Yeah, because imagine like if this becomes very popular, there's gonna be movies where you can make your choices and different endings. So, I mean, that's pretty interesting.
I mean, it's interesting. It's something new.
Yeah.
I've obviously never seen this, except in a video game. So for them to do the only thing that's similar to it is Quantum. What is it?
Quantum Break.
Yeah, Quantum Break, where they
Crappy
mixed,
movie.
where you would play some of
crappy
the
game.
video game, and then the cutscenes would be
Live
film.
action.
Yeah, live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see like because they had like their own separate show. Like you had to go and click. That was so stupid.
Yeah, but this is something where it's purely film, movie, live action, but it would be. I would have thought. I thought that it was like what y'all said earlier, where if you make a decision and that's the
No,
decision
no,
you
no.
stick with. But
it's not.
the fact that it takes you back, that's kind of lame.
And also, I guess we can close it out with what happened with Cardi B.
Oh, so welcome to the Trash Bin Nikki segment. Nicki Minaj is trash. Recently, Cardi B went to a getaway to Costa Rica or Puerto Rico. No, Costa Rica.
I think it was Costa Rica.
Went on a getaway with Offset and when prodded
Same shit.
and interrogated about if she's back with Offset.
She said,
She got on Instagram and she shut all that shit and she was like, no, I just want some dick. I just need to get dick down. I just need to get fucked. And she was like, I feel revived. I feel like a new woman. I feel like, obviously it seems
And those
like
can
Cardi
relate
B-
because he feels like a woman too. So I mean,
Okay, it seems like Cardi B hadn't gotten some in a while. I'm glad that she got her dick and she's content because that's when she's best at making her music.
Good job, Cardi B.
Yeah, good job, Cardi B. Getting dick down. Congratulations. And Nicki Minaj is trash.
All right.
That's the end of that. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for listening to the Trash with Nicki segment.
do we have some time left? Do we have some time left?
No, we
That's
don't.
That's
No,
why
we
I'm
don't.
pushing it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into gaming. Okay.
Game over.
Oh my god. So Razer's keyboard and mouse for the Xbox One have been announced.
Save your
Official.
money.
And
Save
so
your money,
also
guys.
these are the official keyboard and mouse for the Xbox
Save
One.
your money, guys.
On its way.
And the price point has also been revealed.
Don't do it.
$250.
Fuck that.
Who the hell is buying this?
That's it.
I don't know.
where's
So-
that?
Chump change.
What casual gamer is gonna buy this?
Man,
You're
hey
not a
man, there's
casual
people
gamer.
out there that make money and don't have chicks and don't have kids and they're living that gamer life and they have that money to buy that Razer. They gotta have that Razer. I wouldn't. I would just buy a regular keyboard and mouse.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want it just to have it.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Just to have it,
exactly
Do
what
it.
I just said.
Step into the dark side, man.
but I'm not gonna do it.
do
I'm
it.
gonna wait until they have a discount.
And
or
why is it so
something.
big?
They're not gonna have
Because-
a discount.
Because it fits on your lap.
Yeah.
And then the keyboard has a little like extending like
table
thing
thing
where
for
you
like
put
your
the mouse.
mouse.
Yeah,
So you
this
can
is
play
high tech.
on
This
the
is
couch.
top of the line.
You
Yeah.
play like this? Oh no, I like this better. I
Fuck
like
that.
this.
Top of the
I don't see why
line.
you
Top of the
why
line.
you would buy
Top
that.
of the
when you
line.
could
I don't know
buy
why you would buy
something
that
else.
either. It doesn't make sense.
You could buy
You could just
something
buy
else.
a normal table.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can also just get like a regular keyboard and mouse and use that.
Yeah.
Come on, but
You
it's
don't
not
have
the
to get this
official
exclusive
Xbox One.
official Razer.
It's not the
collab
official
with
Xbox
Microsoft.
One.
This is how you
Keyboard
know
and mouse.
Xbox is making it because they're like, oh, let's just fucking make that shit 200.
But like
we
the
know
other,
these
the other
motherfuckers
thing
are
too
gonna
is
buy
But
it.
that
it's also Razer. Like
Yeah.
I mean, Razer has.
Yeah, top of the line.
it has RGBs in it and like
Which is
lights up
unnecessary
and,
because
like, yeah,
it
it
is
goes along
Yep.
with the game.
wireless.
Oh my
Why
God.
do you need RGB
Nope.
for your console?
It's on its way. Thank you, Amazon. On its way.
Okay. Shit.
So also
RGB.
also
Review
this
soon.
week, Square Enix
So stupid.
announced that they're gonna release more games like Octopath and Bravely Default.
Bravely.
Bravely Default. Yeah.
Bravely.
It's Bravely Default.
Bravely.
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 It's Bravely.
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 You never went to school?
Bravely. He can't read, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Wow, thanks. Why have enemies when you have
When you
friends?
have
When you
your
have the
girlfriend-
three-way podcast.
But yeah, so some of the developers from Square
Octopath.
Enix
Yeah.
for that specific team that's worked on Octopath and Bravely, they just came out and said like for 2019 we have some big projects coming up.
Maybe a Final Fantasy.
They're hoping to release like games every year or
Are you-
something like that. Like
Are
new
you guys
games every year.
expecting sequels or all new IPs?
They said that they were going to release maybe a sequel for or a new game, at least for Bravely, because Bravely already has two.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 and 2. I played the first
Octopath is a long ass game, so I don't think
Octopath, they might release
is.
another one, or they might
might
release
add
something
more content.
similar.
No, they
So,
could just
from
add
what
more
they
content.
They were saying.
They could just add more content. Like this shit's long as
Oh,
fuck.
at least from what I read, it kind of seemed to me like they're gonna do sequels for both Bravely and Octopath. And I mean, Octopath is the more popular one out of Bravely. But now that they did Octopath, everybody wants to see what they're gonna do with Bravely.
Exactly.
Because this developer made Bravely Default, and people are going back and giving
Bravely is
Default a
very
chance.
underrated.
It
It is
is.
a very good game.
Bravely Default was on
3DS
DS,
only.
right?
Yeah,
That's the
3DS.
reason it's not. No one gave it a.
Speaking
a
of
shot.
Octopath, have you even beat it? Or
No.
you even got close to beating
I'm
it?
like 45, 50 hours in, and
How
I'm
you
barely
doing?
like halfway through.
How
this
you doing?
story.
God damn.
It's long. But yeah, and then I hope, rumors are there might also be a new IP coming from it.
Yes.
So
Rumors.
not only are they going to be doing sequels, but they're coming out with a whole new game. And I think Square Enix is seeing like, hey man, these guys are fucking talented. They're doing that old school RPG, which not a lot of people are doing now or can do it right.
Right.
Final Fantasy is like fucking
way into the future.
quick
now.
time
Like,
battles
they're just
now.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, for those hardcore old school RPG players, this is the studio that's putting out that content
Exactly.
for them. So
And I was gonna ask you, as far as what is it called again? Beverly?
Badly.
Bravely Defaults.
What about it?
How does it play? Like I've never played it. Like, does it play like a regular RPG, or is it like
It's
like
turn based.
different new
Okay,
elements that you don't
how
see
do
in
you
other
how
games?
to explain the battle system? It's kind of it took me a while to get used to because the way it works is kind of like you take one step forward, 2 steps back, and then it's like it's weird because it's like you do
Oh,
this
isn't
thing
that
like
what's that other game?
What?
You play?
what?
The one with the tanks?
Wait, what's
What?
it called?
Fire Emblem. Is it
What
like
about
that?
Fire? No, Fire Emblem is completely strategy. Like
yeah, it's a strategy
yeah,
RPG.
It's a strategy RPG.
Moving,
this one,
distance.
Bravely, is turn based.
Yeah.
And so basically, like you do a turn, but then it takes away like these other things that you do. So it's kind of weird. Like it's hard to. I can't really explain it.
You're just gonna have to play it to
That's fine.
actually like,
I'll-
look at it.
I'll add
It's
some
I have
clips.
it or whatever. But if you want to look at it, but
You
not
can
with
you
me,
can
but-
like forego basically default a turn.
Yeah.
And you don't attack, and you gain that turn to double up your attack the next turn.
Yeah. So you're
And you
basically
can-
sacrificing
Yeah.
for more
that's kinda
power
cool.
or
To
whatever.
power it up
And
and
if you choose to attack, then you lose
Okay.
Chance to power it up, and you want to power it up, especially for specific battles and monsters, because
There's a
that's
lot
the
of
only way you
strategy
win.
involved in it.
Exactly.
A lot of
you can't
strategy.
just attack and use the same. No, there's a lot of like, okay, do I
that's
want to
fine.
use this turn? Do I want to use it next turn? Do I want to wait?
Now I
for
kind
the-
of want to play it.
It's a super underrated game. It has a good story.
So also, okay, so was it this week the PlayStation Classic
yeah, I think it was this week.
announced that they're
announced-
dropping the price
To
for their
$60.
for their $100 PlayStation Classic, which has like what 20 games,
Yeah,
to $60.
correct.
Yeah.
$40 price drop.
I mean, people didn't. This is all PlayStation's
It's a
fault.
flop.
Simple as that. PlayStation thought that just because it was a classic that people would go out and buy it.
Yeah.
The thing was, you got to release the right games for it. You didn't release shit.
I mean, look at
I mean,
the
look at
Super
the-
NES.
the
Look at that
NES
back of the
classic.
box.
Yeah, you
They even
you
gave
can't
you a
see
game that was
Yeah, we have the box right here.
The box is right in front of us.
even the they even released a game that was never released. Star Fox 2.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they even give you unreleased games, and that's the only round. That's the only way you can get that game is
People
if you
to
buy
buy
the
it.
system.
Well, and-
like, come on, they
No,
did it
but
right. They
you
did
gotta-
it right.
Super Nintendo has like Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, Mario Kart, Star Fox, Super Metro, one of the best games of all time, F-Zero. Like PlayStation has Resident Evil, Director's Cut, and that's pretty much
No,
it.
they had PlayStation has a great library.
Metal
now,
Gear
granted,
Solid-
a lot of it is third party, but come on, you got to go out of your way to put that shit on the system.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I was on Reddit reading about the PlayStation Classic, and I saw that somebody went into the actual classics like coding, and there's so many games
Yeah,
that
they
they had
tested-
listed on there
Yeah, they tested
that they
the game.
took off, and there were like I think like over 60 something games in there, and they only added those
See,
what,
and
20.
let's say you do. Obviously, you might not have the category, the star power that maybe the Super NES has, but at least beat it with quantity,
Yeah.
right? To just limit it at 20, just like the other systems.
No, I don't think that's it. I think it's the games, man. They gave a lot of games that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah,
that's
that's
really
true.
what it comes down
That's
to.
true.
If you would
don't
have
know.
released like a whole bunch of games that came out, the one I told you about, the Kung Fu one, what I told you about,
The Kung Fu one.
with the tiger from back in the day. Remember I told you about?
Kung Fu one.
Kung Fu one.
I don't know the Kung Fu.
Fu Panda.
Oh, Wrath of Lao or something, whatever. And if you would have released Tomb Raider, if you would have you released Resident Evil, if you would have released like
Yeah, even
like,
Tomb Raider. Put a fucking
like
Tomb Raider.
Legend of
on.
Dragoon.
Oh, Legend
Yeah,
of
that
Dragoon.
would've
you
been
would have
dope.
released shit like
or
that.
Soul Reaver.
Soul Reaver. If you would have released just Soul Reaver,
I was just
people
thinking
would have
about
gone
that game
and
the
bought
other
it.
day, Soul Reaver.
I want to get it. I need to find it.
Bro, I need to play
find
that
it.
game
It's
again.
hard to find that
It's
game.
hard to
I'm gonna
find, though.
stream that game.
For me, I feel like they messed up at the $100 price point.
Yeah.
When they started off at $100, you should have
true.
started it off. at
Once they announced
60
that
or
and they
maybe
announced
even
those
more-
5 first
less
games,
than
I was like,
50.
that's where it started.
Like it's so small. You really like. You're really like what you're trying to like sell us is you're trying to make us pay for the licensing that you're trying to get
Exactly.
for these things. Like $100 for these games, like just
And see,
no.
gamers, see the power that you guys have. Just by not buying that console, they lowered it down.
Yeah.
Now imagine DLCs. If y'all stop buying fucking DLCs, imagine the power we would have.
It just shows how forward thinking.
Can you put that meme up where that guy's like, think about it?
It just shows how far ahead of the industry Nintendo is, because it's another thing that PlayStation has tried to take from Nintendo and doesn't do it right.
Exactly.
The fucking Wiimotes. What was it called? The I just got them for Christmas. The fucking.
So you're saying this?
Oh, the PlayStation Move?
No, because they were trash when they first came out with the PlayStation camera, and they tried to put games for it. But now that the VR is out, it actually has a good use.
Okay.
Yeah, the PlayStation Move controllers. And then they did PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
I have that. I like
trying to copy.
That was actually pretty good.
Super Smash Brothers.
was
It's actually,
Okay,
I thought it was pretty fun.
played that one.
I
I
liked
thought it was fun.
it.
I
I thought it was
Okay,
okay.
sure.
It wasn't.
I liked
It wasn't bad.
And now we're trying to do the classic
But
console.
you need
It
those
can't do
kind
it
of games
right.
too, like to challenge the other
That's
ones.
true.
So
That's true. I mean,
to make changes to the other games.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, a lot of things Nintendo has done has been for the good of the rest of the industry. The analog stick, which everybody incorporated. You know, a lot of things. Yeah, I agree. Microsoft now with the Game Pass. So there's things that these companies have. You know, everybody has to put their foot
Exactly.
first to better the industry. So I agree with that.
And that's the thing, because each company does their own thing. Because let's not pretend like Nintendo has been great. Nintendo was trash for a long fucking time until
back
the
of the time.
Switch. Now they're
of
up
the
there.
time.
For a good while, nobody was really talking about Nintendo.
I
think it's just each company
They're
releases
only
their shit.
the only like L's was like maybe
The Wii U.
The Wii U.
Wii U.
and I want to say the GameCube, because at the time the GameCube
Yeah.
came out,
It
the other
didn't
consoles
sell
were
well.
doing better.
Yeah.
Well, come on, the games. Come
That's
on,
what I'm
man.
saying.
Oh,
Yeah,
GameCube has
But
some
I
solid
like my
ass games.
GameCube.
Yeah,
I love
but
it.
now we can say that. But back then,
No, I
you
knew
had
that.
Xbox.
Even back then, that was probably my main console.
Yeah, that was my main shit.
Because back then you had Xbox, you had Halo 2.
That's true, I
you
agree.
had all
They were
these
coming
games.
out with
so
these
it was
cool
different. It
things,
was different, but that's a different
Yeah.
time. But you know, like it's just like Xbox. Xbox released that stupid ass camera for a good while.
Oh, the Kinect.
The Kinect, and then people would
Yeah,
be like,
they
what
tried
the
so
hell?
hard to push that.
They
on people.
really tried hard to push
yeah,
it,
I
and it
have
failed.
that.
So everybody
I liked it for Just
have the
Dance.
Connect. Yeah, I have the
Like if you had
for
a
360.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
for three. Ooh.
yeah, I liked it for Just Dance because it actually incorporated
Actually,
your
yeah.
whole body.
I think for
Yeah.
Just Dance, the
Yeah.
Kinect was amazing.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Everyone
Yeah, it was.
Everyone does their own stuff. So it failed for
What
Xbox.
was the 3D thing that Nintendo did? The
The what?
They did a 3D
the
thing?
old 3D thing.
The one that's all red and
Yeah,
black. Oh,
the
God,
grid.
That shit was terrible.
Yeah.
All right, let's end gaming right there, and let me take a quick commercial break, guys. All right, let's finish this off with sports.
Yeah. So
Touchdown!
okay,
It's a home run.
that was a moment of silence. I guess the big news. I think in the sport. I think the big news in the sports
roar of the
world would be
crowd.
That is not the roar, it's a whisper.
LeBron James' injury. LeBron James got injured for the first time ever in his career.
Yeah, Iron Man,
happened?
Mr. Iron Man. He was trying to like.
He would get hurt when he's on
He was
the
driving.
He's old.
He's getting brittle, okay?
basically-
Come on, bro.
He's
I
my
had him for
age.
years.
He's older than me.
You finally get on a good team.
Wait, okay, so what happened? Hold on,
You
shut
get
up.
hurt.
I want to know what happened.
He kind of
Good team.
slipped and he kind of extended, like, kind of did the splits for a split
He strained
second.
his Achilles here.
and it's his groin.
Oh, is his groin?
It's his groin, like
So he
the
fucked up his
inside,
balls?
close to
No,
that
'cause,
area.
like,
Yes.
Okay, you know where your balls are, right?
No, I don't know
And
where
then
my
on the
balls
side,
are.
on the side of your thighs, right?
Yeah, it's your inner thigh.
I don't
Your
know
inner
where my
thigh.
balls
It's your
are.
inner thigh.
Your inner thigh, like right there, and like it stretches. That's
Where your
why-
thigh meets your
Yeah.
pelvis.
It's just
area.
muscle.
Sack bowl.
But so he was out.
Oh, okay, there.
Did the Lakers beat the
Okay.
Clippers?
Yes.
Okay, so the right after that, the Lakers they beat Golden State because LeBron got injured during that Golden
Fact
State
check.
Warrior game on Christmas. The very next game that they had was Sacramento, and they lost to Sacramento, but they made it up by beating the Clippers. So right now we're gonna see how good the Lakers are because the teams because everything's tight as always in the West, and so LeBron put him in a good position. But I don't know how long LeBron James. You could tell they're not a great team when they are with. I'm not gonna say they're great with LeBron either, but they're a good team with LeBron. They're an average team. without LeBron.
I don't think so. I think LeBron went down in that early third quarter, and the rest of the team stepped it up and still managed to beat a fully stocked Golden State Warrior team. So I think LA still has a bunch of good young players, still learning, still getting better every day.
Yeah.
I still think they could compete without LeBron.
I will say that they got to go on a whole.
I don't think they could win a championship without LeBron. Yeah, exactly. But I think with LeBron, they're fully championship worthy.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't think LeBron James makes them a champion. I mean, they're a playoff team with him. Without him, they're just they're average. Right now, it's the end of December. This is when teams usually kick it into gear, as you can see with the Rockets, as you can see with the Spurs. So teams that are supposed to be in the playoffs, now they're making their run. Which that's why LeBron James' injury is so important, because the Lakers need to win these next couple of games. And they already beat Clippers. I don't think who do they play next? I don't think they're gonna play. They're gonna beat OKC. They're not gonna beat OKC at OKC. Doubt that.
It's pretty tight right now. The LA.
They play the Kings next today.
No, but they play the OKC because they have like a 4-game. They got 4 games at home. They already beat the Clippers. Then they got. They should play OKC soon.
They play OKC Wednesday.
Yeah. So they're not gonna beat OKC.
Yeah. So LA right now sits in the 7th spot.
Yeah.
OKC's in the 2nd spot. But it's all a tight race from 1
it's all
to
tight
8. Number 8 is only 4 games back.
And speaking of a tie rate, something that I'm surprised at, the Rockets are back in the mix, man. They're 3 games away from the first seed, and since everything's tight now.
That's what she said.
Chris Paul is out still. I think he's gonna be out for the whole year, in my opinion. Everyone's saying he's coming back, but I wouldn't even push it. They're talking about trading during the trade line. They're talking about during the All-Star break. They're talking about trading for a guy from the Atlanta that plays pretty good defense. But regardless, the Rockets are back in it. They just made a big run, like a 6-game win streak, and I gotta admit, James Harden is legit, man. James Harden is probably the best offensive player in the NBA right now. Unstoppable. They couldn't stop him.
Well, he was last year's MVP.
Yeah, but when it comes to playoffs, he just...
Yeah, when it comes to playoffs, it kind of disappears a little bit.
The East is a little bit more wide open than the West. You got Milwaukee, actually...
Greek Freak!
And Toronto up there, too. You got Boston sitting at 5. Miami sitting at 7. Detroit with the 8th spot.
I'm kind of surprised about Milwaukee being up there.
Milwaukee is. I think what happened is that Greek Freak, he was skinny, and because I've been noticing in the games with the Greek Freak, he's starting to learn how to take it to the post. Because when he first started in the NBA, he was skinny as fuck. Now he's gained some weight. He does post up a lot more, and he backs you in, and he got your height. He got the strength to take it to the hole.
I believe he has the most points in the paint in the league so far.
Well, yeah, because no one plays in the paint.
He's true. He's not a center, and he's not a power forward.
No, he's a power forward.
No, he's a small forward, I believe.
No, he's like almost 6'9". No, he's high. He's like 6'10".
But I see him play on the perimeter a bunch.
No, he plays on the perimeter because he's like Kevin Durant, where like he can dribble, but his best is on in the post. Joel Embiid is a monster, man. He's starting to get into that rhythm. The thing is, he's injury prone. I hope he doesn't get injured because I do like Joel Embiid. He brings that old classic shit talking from the NBA. Toronto looks just good. Kawhi Leonard, though, he keeps resting in and out. He takes this game off. He plays this game. He takes another game off. I don't really understand it. If you're not injured, I think you should play. Especially right now after All-Star break, that teams are making their push for the playoffs. I don't think he should be resting, but hey, man, Toronto's trying to make him happy and make him stay there. So,
yeah, I mean, Toronto's surprisingly, I did not think even with Kawhi Leonard they were going to be in this position at this time.
Yeah, they're
I was trashing them the whole time during the offseason.
Kyle Lowry.
But I mean, we'll see. There's still a lot of season left. I still think this is the Golden State Warriors league. Until proven otherwise.
And Boogie's coming back. And Boogie's coming back. He's gonna come after the All-Star break.
Whatever.
So
the guy, I don't know.
He might be that cancer that we need.
Yeah, for the Golden State.
Golden State,
exactly. I'll go more with.
Did y'all see that video where he was like destroying Kevin Durant, like in the post?
Oh, he let him. He just fucking around.
He let him. Come on, man. Also, what came out, Kevin Durant being the little Kevin Durant that he is, a little bitch sometimes. He came out too, and he was talking about how I don't want to say the quote, like, I don't know if I'm saying correctly, but no one can offer him shit because he knows his worth.
That no one can recruit him.
Yeah, no one can recruit him. Like, you can't show him arenas.
I saw that.
And I'm like, dude, why are you talking shit in the middle of the season? Why don't you talk at the end of the season if you are going to be a free agent?
KD
that's
is
just
a
distraction.
Like,
yeah, that's just
No,
a nutcase.
it's more of the media. They keep asking him about that. Like, hey, where do you think you're going to go? Has anybody reached out to you? And blah, blah, blah. He's like, look, nobody's going to reach out to me and try to, like, make me go to your team. When it comes to that situation, I'm going to pick where I'm going to go. So stop asking me. That's where he was going.
But he's the main one bringing that shit up, though. He's the one that's sending tweets. He's the one that's liking posts.
He's the one who creates his fake profile.
He's the one who creates
to
he
make good
starts that
comments
shit.
on his tweets.
Ain't nobody be
He
asking
did that,
him.
bro. He did.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's lame.
But they asked him,
it's super lame.
So lame.
I don't know. He's lame, and like he gets offended when people like call him a little bitch. Like he gets really mad, and then he came out with a quote like, "People just mad because I play basketball really good." No, bro, people are not mad because of that. People are mad because you were a little bitch and you joined the
some
championship
mental
team.
insecurities going.
And I mean, I don't even hate him for that reason because
he should have stayed in OKC.
Like in my opinion, he was a free agent. He was a free agent.
But he won a championship. He
went to win a championship.
That was the whole point.
I'm
and
not
he
a
got
hater
two of
on
them,
that.
right? So.
My thing is, don't act like you're the best when you went to join a championship team. Don't act like that. Like, be humble. Be like, look, man, I just came to win a championship. Like, I wasn't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But like, he wants to act like
be
he's
humble. You're one of the main people that I know that's like will talk shit and be like, yeah, we're better than you and fuck you.
I
and
agree.
that's what he's doing. He's like,
No,
fuck you.
but see, that's the difference.
I am the best
He should've
player
done-
in the game.
see, but that's the difference.
I am, and I wanted to win.
You do it for the beginning.
I wasn't winning.
You
with
do it
this
from the
team,
beginning.
So
you don't
I'm
do
going
it.
to
No,
the
you
other
do it at
team.
OKC. If you're the best,
He wasn't
you do it at
winning
OKC.
there.
Hey, that shows a lot. If he wasn't winning there, that shows a lot. That shows the type of player that he is.
Wasn't good.
Because Russell Wilson is still winning.
Wasn't good.
Russell Wilson is
the
still going to.
organization wasn't trying to push for a better team.
Westbrook can talk all the shit he wants because he was an
a bad
MVP.
team.
He led his team to the playoffs. All right,
So
Kevin
I'm
Durant,
gonna go to a
come on,
team
man.
that's gonna help me win.
The only one that can talk shit in
I don't
Golden State.
understand all this
The only
hate.
it's not hate. The only one that can talk
No,
shit
I'm just saying.
is Draymond Green. Draymond Green can talk all the shit he wants because he was with the Golden State. He won championship with the Golden State with the main two.
He got drafted
and
there.
without
I mean,
without
there
him,
wasn't much he can do about that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but still, without him, the Golden State would not be where they are now. They wouldn't even won the first two championships. So he can talk shit. Kevin Durant, really?
If it wasn't for him, and if it wasn't for what's his name? Iggy? I can't remember his name.
Iguodala. And Kevin Durant, I put him along with LeBron James. LeBron James can't talk shit because he was a free agent and he went to Miami. And
Not one. Not two.
So I don't worry.
Three,
I put them in the same
5.
category. To me, Kevin Durant is a great player who's really not all that. Like, he's not. I put him in the category of Vince Carter. Like, Vince Carter's a great player, but like, okay, he's good for dunking. Like Kevin Durant's good for shooting threes, but like that's the category I put him. I don't put him in a category like Isaiah Thomas or Hakeem Olajuwon or fucking Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. Like, Kobe Bryant went and without Shaq, even though he had a lot of help.
Kobe was about to leave that team, but what they built a better team around him. OKC wasn't going to do
Kobe
that.
Bryant was a fucking drama queen the whole time he was with the Lakers.
Hey, you have to do something to get
So
something
you can't give him too much credit because by himself he was losing to the Phoenix Suns. To what's his name?
By
Raja.
himself, he was beating the Phoenix Suns.
No, he lost in the play. He got swept in the playoffs twice.
But there was a game where he beat them on his own, basically.
Hey, look, man. I don't understand everybody needs help.
There isn't much he can do if the rest of the team isn't as good.
Yeah, but you can't say that about Kevin Durant because he
Yes,
had
you can.
No, he had Westbrook and he had
Westbrook is his own player
power forward from Toronto?
Perkins?
No, Perkins
From Toronto.
Boy, from
He used to
Toronto.
be with them.
Ibaka. He had Westbrook. He had Ibaka. He had Adams. Didn't he have the point guard from He had Oladipo. No excuse, bitch. No excuse. You had an all-star cast.
What are we talking about again?
KD.
Kevin Durant. He's a little bitch. But hey man, but I don't hate on him for moving to Golden State and winning championship. Like, my thing is, like, that's why I feel like Andre Johnson wasted his career here in Houston because he should have gone to the Patriots. He should have gone to Seattle and should have won that ring. But then after that, like, leave or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, like Kevin Durant, if he leaves Golden State and then he goes to New York and then he takes New York to a championship, then I'll be like,
at
all right.
this point, he's probably just gonna leave to go get more money. Because I mean, he didn't take a pay cut like a major one, but he could have gotten more from somewhere
See, like
else.
that's why I respect Anthony Davis more.
Yeah,
like
if you're
Anthony
going
Davis
to
is
Golden
in New
State.
Orleans, like taking that sorry ass team to the playoffs.
because he's getting paid.
And he's getting paid too. But I mean, who wouldn't want Anthony Davis? I want Anthony Davis with the Rockets.
LeBron wants him.
I know LeBron wants him. That's why they passed that memo to fucking stop talking
for
about trades and
tampering.
shit.
And then he
Tampering.
walked in with a glass of wine into work.
He
Ballin'.
showed up to the game with wine.
Who did?
LeBron.
And LeBron James. Man, they give LeBron James too much fucking shit.
Well, yeah,
Like-
he's your superstar. I would leave him the fuck alone.
I wouldn't. That's why I like Michael Jordan more. He was more of like on the court.
Yeah,
and
no
let
shit.
these motherfuckers buy my shoes. I'll just play on the court. You know. So I like Michael Jordan better.
Everybody watches the league for LeBron, so if you
I don't
wanna-
watch the
if
league
you
for
wanna-
LeBron.
You want to suspend your biggest superstar?
LeBron
That's fine.
LeBron James is injured now, and I'm still watching the NBA. LeBron James is of no consequence to me. LeBron James could retire tomorrow, and I still watch the NBA. They have great talent. They have great young players. Right now, the league is worldwide really good. It's watched more than baseball. Baseball's not even
Superstar.
close.
Mr. 305.
I mean,
He's your biggest superstar.
so hey, you know.
Look at Jersey.
Anyways, let's move on from
Yeah,
there.
let's move on.
But
from
yeah, we're gonna be doing a special
Yes.
But this is
show.
on Sunday.
Yes,
Which
I
is
know.
tomorrow.
So
Yeah, but this is not coming out till Monday.
I understand that. Check YouTube.
So should we promote?
If you're an NFL fan,
Is it coming out Tuesday or is it coming out on Sunday or Monday?
we're gonna post it Sunday night. Right?
So it's gonna come
On-
out.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
just go watch it. It's a whole NFL episode
I mean-
where we talk about playoff seeding. We talk about
It's okay, Los, you
the
tried.
matchup.
Yeah, I did.
Who we think we're gonna go to the Super Bowl? Right now, football is crazy. There's so many storylines. The Steelers could be out. The Eagles have a chance to stay in the playoff
We're
hunt.
moving on.
But yeah. Just
It's
go.
just great. It's great
go to our
storylines.
YouTube channel. We have it up. It's our NFL talk. We're gonna be doing this throughout the playoffs. Basically covering every week Sunday night the going-ons of the playoffs and what we think of the games. What are our predictions? So it's our first playoff episode.
There's only a
NFL
month and a half
talk.
left.
Yeah, actually, on Sundays, obviously this is going to come out after. On Sunday nights, we're going to be live streaming from the Twitch channel, the Three-Way Podcast, No Spaces, with the number 3. You can catch us there on Sunday nights after each playoff game stuff. What the hell was that? And
That's what I was saying.
And then
Might be a little kids
the VOD will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
It will stay on the Twitch side as well
Yeah,
if you want to watch it there. But yeah, we're going to be doing that for the playoff season. And we're thinking of trying to do something for the Super Bowl. Or I don't think I can say the Super Bowl. But
Well, we're gonna try to do something because the copyright
Copyright.
shit.
Yeah.
Maybe
Super Bowl.
Super hat,
Super hats.
super cup.
The last football game of the fucking
Mega
year.
Bowl.
Mega
That happens in
Bowls.
February. We're gonna do
For
something
the
with it.
Mega Bowl.
Yeah.
We're trying to
So-
figure out something for that. Probably do like a watch along,
Mega
but
Bowl.
like where we don't broadcast the game, but we just you see us.
Tell us if
But
that
you,
interests
but you can watch it
Yeah.
and watch us watching it, and
Yeah.
then like our,
We can
you know,
interact and talk.
Yeah,
talk
we can
about
all
things.
interact with each other on
Yeah.
the Twitch side.
So
So yeah, we're thinking about doing that. And what else?
Hump Day Show coming out on Wednesday. Like, share, comment on this one, please.
and we're in Anchor, we're in Spotify, we're on
Hey.
iTunes,
Hey.
YouTube,
Hey.
your mama. Ooh!
Apple
Keep it fun.
Podcasts. We're on freaking everything. So
Anything you wanna add?
No. You guys already covered it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Hit that bell if you want to get notifications. I'm M. This is Elias, JP, and Los. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, thank you.
Barbecue! Oh, no, wait. We can't get barbecue yet. Damn it.
one more. 30 minutes.
Ah.
30 minutes.